It's been so long since we got away, but we are finally going away somewhere so I can vlog again for a while. Initially, I booked a cruise. It was going to be a cruise around the UK and we were going with MSC Cruises. And what we had was, the day we booked the cruise, you were allowed to travel if you had no vaccines, and there was only going to be 1,000 kids. There was only going to be 1,000 people on board the ship, so we would have been able to socially distance from other people and it would have been great. The problem was the next day the government changed the guidelines, so the ship was sailing at half capacity, which is pretty crowded actually, and also you had to have 2 vaccines and be 2 weeks after the second vaccine when you travelled. Now, one of us doesn't have a vaccine and my son is at risk from COVID, so we could not travel on that ship under his doctor's advice because there were far too many people on it, so we had to cancel. Unfortunately, they still haven't given me my money back, which is really annoying because it's been 4 weeks since we cancelled and they're saying they paid it back but they haven't. So MSC Cruises, I'm not sure I would recommend them, to be honest, because of that. Anyway, in the meantime, I have booked to go to Northern Ireland because we can't go abroad right now and we just want to get away somewhere. Everywhere in England was really expensive. We wanted to go to Cornwall but it cost too much. So we're going on a ferry from Scotland to Northern Ireland and we've got loads of activities planned there, so we'll show you those in future vlogs. So for today we're off. I've just been packing the car and I've got the last few things to go in and then we'll get going. So we're now on the ferry and we are in Scotland. I'll give you a show. So it's really pretty here actually. I don't know how you say it. I think it's Cairns. I'll put it in the I'll put it on the screen. So it's a 2-hour ferry crossing from here, which is why we've driven here, and then we're going to Larne, which is in Northern Ireland. So this is a P&O ferry. We're just waiting here on this outside bit. Arriving in Northern Ireland! I was born in Scotland, live in England and visited Wales, but I have never been to Northern Ireland or Ireland in my life. So this is going to be an adventure! This is our Airbnb. It's a caravan with 3 bedrooms. It's not on a caravan site. Excuse the mess because this is the next morning. Here's the kitchen, and then it's got 3 bedrooms, 2 twin bedrooms and 1 double bedroom. So it's not on a caravan site as such. Why? I got a reflection of my glasses everywhere I go. Should have got non-reflective ones. What? Should have got non-reflective glasses. There we go. It's not on a caravan site as such. It's on somebody's mechanic's yard just next door. So it's a bit of a strange area, but at least we're not near any people. It seems good, it was comfortable, I slept well, so that's good. And today we are off to the Ulster American Folk Park and then the Giant's Causeway. So that's kind of fun. We had to be up, well, I say super early, but that clock behind me is an hour fast. So I've been up since 7, which doesn't seem that early. We had a really long drive to get here yesterday. It took 9 hours to get here. So. The Ulster American Folk Park, and it's basically a series of old buildings with some actors that are doing interactive stuff. So we watched The Blacksmith, I'll put a picture in, making some horseshoes, and there's people telling you about everything, which is kind of fun. The only thing I would say is if you're bringing a wheelchair, it's really difficult. Because I'll show you now. Floor's made of gravel, but it kind of there's a lot of hills and
a lot of the entrances to houses like there, it's cobbles, so it's quite hard to get over. So if you've got a wheelchair or a pushchair that you're using as a mobility chair, then you might struggle a little bit. It is doable, but not necessarily all of it. If you're bringing an autistic guest, the best thing to do is to come for the first slot in the day, which is like 10 AM, because it's quiet and we've seen hardly anybody. It's really peaceful and it's a lot easier. Bar. There's all the barrels. It's weird because it's got little sections, little private rooms with tables in where people sit. It's what? So this bit's on like a little street, which is kind of cool. You can go in the little shops and things. There was an ice cream shop. For reference, it takes euro notes only, so they don't take cards or GV pounds, but they give you change in pounds. So we couldn't get ice cream. This is really difficult if you've got a wheelchair. But yeah, it's kind of interesting with all the little old shops. There's lots of potions and medicines. This is a dispensing chemist. And there's a baby in a pram. Doesn't look like it's a very well baby. At the Giant's Causeway! I don't know if you can see it in the background. Over there. We'll go and have a close look in a second. Just a word of warning, if you're going to bring a wheelchair down here, it's really hard work going to get back up again because it's very, very, very steep. But yeah, let's see if we can get closer and I'll show you. So we've reached the end of the main road path bit. I think normally you can get a bus down, but because of COVID there's no bus. So there's like a beach bit.
Repeat after me. The salt is not a slice.
And then that's what the rock looks like. Really pretty over there, and the rock formations are pretty cool on the top. And then this is like the back of the Giant's Causeway bit where the rocks are weirdly shaped, and we can walk up here. What I'm doing is going around the back of these rocks and up here and around the top. I'm going to put this away for a second because it's a little bit precarious. So you're on a wobbly rock. Yeah. So be careful. Careful, that means not run. It's like climbing a great big staircase, but with really tall steps. It's kind of fun. It's really a lot smaller than I thought it would be though. A lot smaller. These sort of hexagonal rock shapes. But I totally thought it was more like pillar-like and bigger. Zoom in on that bit. But yeah, this is it. And it's quite crowded as well. More impressive from this side. We've just like walked around and come down here. Stupidly crossed those rocks, which was really difficult when we could have just gone that way. And now we're at the end. But you can see all the it's just weird, like this is natural. Like all the hexagonal kind of rocks stuck together. Very strange. Kind of fun. So yeah, if you come, I recommend going on this bit, which is to the side of the main bit. So the main bit's over there. But we've just come down to the side and you can get right down to the sea. It's really pretty and there's less people. Literally just like walking down steps. One step, two steps. I'm going slowly because it's very difficult to walk by steps while you're filming your feet. Step, step, Oh, not gonna get down there. Step. I'm trying to get to the sea. How do you get down there? Here we go. One step. And another step. I'm being careful. I'm trying. And there I am. I'm at the sea. Hooray! Oh, look at these shells. They're cool. And here's the sea. Watch a wave come and wash me away. That would be funny.
I want the wave to from here, not there.
Yeah.
Take a picture.
I mean, yeah, a picture would be cool.
I can't go over
But
there.
getting wet in the sea would not be so cool, babe.
I can't go over there because it's wet. Oh, here. I think that's my cheek.
Well, you're in the sea then.
Oh.